was tough, man. It was tough.
I mean, we're not gonna be trying to be too upset about it, but there were some really close ones there across the board. That could be easily a flip day. That could easily be 6-3 and 7. I mean, that could easily be the other way around. We both had a great day on the golf. That definitely helped out. But that Jazz game and that Phillies game hurt. Phillies game hurt you too.
Yeah.
But that Jazz game really hurt both of us a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was on the Jazz all three ways. I had them first quarter, first half, and full game. First quarter was close. I mean, it came down to the wire. They lost the first quarter by a point or two.
Yep.
Second half or first half, they lost the first half by 1 point. So I mean, that's another nail biter that just doesn't go my way. And then the full game is just, I mean, that's incredible. They're up 5 with like 10 seconds left, and Jamal Murray comes down and drills a 3 for no reason. So, I mean, it's over. Like, the game's over at that point. It's a bad beat. It's a bad beat, and we're gonna take bad beats. And I don't want to dwell on them.
No.
They're gonna happen. We're gonna move on from it. But I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, that like if I win those Jazz bets, then I'm 6-3. And I mean, if I win that Braves Phillies game, then I'm 7-2. You know what I mean? So it's just like little things flip records and stuff, but I mean, I have confidence that in the long run we're gonna start seeing some green, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna move on from it, and we're gonna have a good week.
Yeah, we are gonna have a good week. I'm with you on that. I mean, up 5. If there's 15 seconds left, obviously it's a completely different game. Or even if it's a 4-point game, a little bit of a different. But 5 points, 5 seconds. I mean, you make it as the buzzer goes off. I mean, you're just trying to get your 50. I get it. Like.
Yeah.
Cool, but like, come on now, like, I had them given 3 in the over. Over was good, but the given 3 that one hurt. It would have been nice to go 2-0 in that NBA, and then that Phillies Braves game. You and I both were watching. It's 5-3. It's 5-3 in the top of the 4th inning. We got 8 runs in 3 innings. This looks great, and I've never seen the Phillies bullpen pitch like that in all my years of living. I've never seen that before. So. That's incredible, and obviously Freddie Freeman hits a double, man on first and second, guy on second scores, and Dansby Swanson's running like
Dansby Swanson, man. You need
80 years old.
Wind sprints, my man. What are you doing, bro? Like, I will score from first base on a double. It wasn't even like the play at the plate was not even that close. The ball beat him by quite a bit, dude. Do some wind sprints, like. Hey, give me a couple laps around the ballpark, man. Come on, like, that is incredible. He's like so slow, like.
Dansby gets in there. I hit the over there, and then you have a chance.
Right, and maybe the Braves hit for me. But yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. First game on the NBA slate yesterday was Celtics taking care of the Sixers. Sixers fan, you just want that series over. It's you need to see some changes, or you need health, obviously. But yeah, no, I mean it's that series was never really a series without Simmons in there.
No. It's sad. I'm surprised. I think Brett Brown will be fired today, sometime or tomorrow. I like him as a dude. He just wasn't the fit for the Sixers. Built a culture during the process and all that, so that's good. But yeah, that was Not shocked there, not shocked. So glad that's over with. Glad I don't have to sit through another one of them disappointing games. But yeah, neither of us had that. So
obviously, you got the Luka bomb. That thing was incredible. That man's incredible. Yeah, I mean, he's keeping him in that series single-handedly.
Porzingis didn't even play yesterday.
Right. And if you get him in there too, I mean, like you saw when they both were healthy and they both played a full game, they won that game as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, because game 1, Porzingis got ejected.
Yep.
Game 2 was. Did they both play in game 2?
I believe they did
with the ankle injury, right?
Yes.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a series now. It's 2-2. I still give the edge to the Clippers, but I mean, it's a series now, so that's.
I didn't think it would get this, and it's just in the playoffs, it's the more games you play, just obviously the more chance you have to lose, but you're just draining energy. I mean, this is really a marathon. You got 7-game series after 7-game series, and when you're given Mavs are a good team, but when you're giving them games, that's not good.
You're gonna have a tough series in the next round, whoever wins that. The next game, Raptors Nets. Neither of us. I mean, I think the over. We should have bet that one.
Yeah.
172 points or 200 points.
I mean, the Raptors bench scoring 100 points. What is that? What is that?
They win that game without the starters. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that one was pretty crazy. That series is over.
Yeah.
And then you got obviously Jazz Nuggets, which we already touched on that. Incredible.
Disgusting.
End to that game. Yeah, just it's a bad beat. It's a backdoor cover. Didn't matter, but I mean, it is what it is, and we're gonna move on. All right. We got MLB yesterday. I had Twins money line, which cashed. And then obviously I had the Braves money line, which they lost by 1 on the plate. But I mean, it is what it is. Went 1-1 yesterday. What did you had? I know you had the over in that game.
I went 0-2 yesterday. I had the Indians giving a run and a half, and once again they lost outright to Detroit. I mean, all it takes is for me to bet on them. They haven't lost a series to that team in I don't know how many years.
The Indians are they're 2-21 in the last 23 games between those two teams. Andy has bet on them twice, and it would just happen to be those 2 games. But yeah, dude. I mean,
I took the run line both time. That's what the sad thing is. Like, I mean, the money line yesterday was like minus 200 some. I took the run line.
Indians have won 21 out of the last 23, and the 2 that they lost, Andy bet on. Yeah, man, that's tough. I mean, Indians are the better squad. It just happens. I mean, you're gonna have a team just score some runs sometimes, and you're gonna lose the game. I mean, it is what it is.
0-2 yesterday on MLB for me. Not my best day, but
yeah. Okay, and then NHL. We both lost on that one. We both had the Lightning. Yeah, they just didn't. They came out.
They didn't show up from the start. They didn't show up from the start, and then they tried to come back late. They scored 2 goals in the third, and just a little too late. And but I'm sure I'll be on that series later. But a tough hockey, a tough best sport for me loss. But we'll be on some hockey today for sure.
Right. And then I did hit my esports. Sports match. Yeah, I mean it was a close one. Came down to the wire, but G2 pulled it out in overtime on that third map. So that always helps. All right, so this is our overall records since we started. Obviously not great. You flip those Jazz games for me. I have a winning record. Jazz cover those numbers for me. Yeah, it's a winning record. So I mean, it is what it is. It's not. We're in a hole. We're gonna climb our way out. We're gonna have some winners today. But yeah. We can go ahead. We'll go ahead and get into it.
We had those PGA. I just want to, I just want to remind everyone how spot on you were about DJ, man. After he comes out and shoots 60, and then you're like, yeah, you got him at plus 175. Great value, by the way. Up a shot, it's going to be what it is. But I mean, in all my years of watching golf and playing golf, I have not seen someone dominate a tournament like that before.
Yeah, he ran away with it. Yeah,
especially on the weekend. I mean, his 9-hole split scores were insane. I mean, to win by 11 on a PGA Tour event is just.
And I've seen it before. I've seen it from him before. I've seen him run away with, not by 11, but I've seen him run away with tournaments, and I figured he has a good chance to do that, and he does it, and he won, like you said, he won by 11 strokes. Never really a sweat. The only thing I was sweating was the weather.
Right.
They pulled him off the course with 2 holes left. I'm like, what are you doing? Just like, come on, man, he'll be all right. Just go ahead and finish.
He's got to go out there and hit 7 more shots.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's just go ahead and, I mean, Dustin Johnson does not want to come back tomorrow to play 2 holes to go ahead and wrap that thing up by 11 strokes. He's good. So, we got that win. That was a good one.
Yeah, you had that. I had him under 67.5. I think he shot 64 yesterday. Yeah. So
and then I also had Finau, who obviously got cut. That one was over days ago. But
yesterday I had the Berger over Higgs yesterday. That hit. And then I was 1-2 from our Wednesday picks. I had the Burger. I rode with Burger there too over Patrick Reed. That hit. The the Justin Rose, Kevin Kisner. Kisner had a great tournament, so that really wasn't that close. And then I had Xander Schauffele top 20. I think he finished like tied for 23rd or something like that. So another close one there. But one shot, one little putt, one little thing here. That's how close it gets. But it's all right.
Yeah, no, I mean I think we did well in PGA. Hopefully, we'll have some picks again soon. Is there a tournament this week or?
Yeah, it's a tournament this week. Let me see where they're at this week. It's another playoff event, so it's a smaller field again. I forget where they're. Oh, the BMW this week. That's Olympia Fields I believe that's in. Yeah, Olympia Fields. That would be Ohio, I believe.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, we'll definitely take a look at those, and we'll have those. If we do have any bets, we'll have those out on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday definitely. Olympia Fields, Illinois, so it's still over here in the East. But yeah, definitely Wednesday we'll be locking in those golf bets.
Yep. All right, let's we can go ahead and get an NBA.
Yep.
Get it. All right, first game on the card, we got Milwaukee and Orlando with my favorite player Vucevic playing for the Magic.
I will be hitting that line today, Adam. I will be hitting the Vucevic line today again at 22.5 at -104.
I thought about it, man. I really did. I had it on my bet sheet, but I was like, you know what? I don't know, man.
I'm doing it.
I like it.
It's a closeout series for Milwaukee. It's a closeout point for Milwaukee. I think they do it. But he's averaging 29 in this series, and that's just so hard to overlook. Right. He's taking the most shots on the team, and as long as DJ Augustine and Terrence Ross, I saw, took 26 shots combined off the bench last game. And he Vucevic went 2 of 8 from 3. So knock in one more 3, that's the 20. That's over right there.
No, I like that.
I gotta have that action on that early game today. And if it's gonna be something, the Magic have dribbled out the clock the past 2 times, and Milwaukee's covered. But it's 13.5. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
Vucevic over 22.5 at -104.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm taking Bucks first half, man. I mean, they're the better team, and I mean, yeah, it is a closeout game, so it does have me a little worried. But I mean, I just think
6.5 or so,
8.5.
8.5. Yeah, wow.
8.5 first half -110. I think the Bucks are up double digits at halftime. And I mean, it is a closeout game. Maybe the Magic come out with a little bit of urgency, but I really don't think it matters. I think the Bucks have figured it out. They're just gonna go ahead and close this one out. Yeah. I would be scared of a backdoor cover late. That's why I don't want to take the full game. I think the Bucks, the better team, do go ahead and get this first half cover -8.5. So that's gonna be an official play, and I do like that Vucevic over. I think I'm going to stay off it, but I do like that bet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else on that one, or are you good on that one?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Next game, we got Rockets and Thunder.
I'm rolling with the Rockets again here. Rockets given 3 at -112. They were up 5 they won the first 2 games. They were up 5 with a minute to go last game. I just have no reason to believe that they shouldn't come out firing again and just cover this spread. Steven Adams, questionable with a knee contusion too. And obviously I think he plays. You're playing through anything at this point that's not broken in the playoffs. So, but Rockets are the better team here. They've been leading, they won the first 2 games, leading the last game with a minute to go with some stupid plays that just aren't going to happen again. Rockets given 3.
Yep. No, I like that as well. I'm going to be taking that Rockets -3. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to the wire like it did last time, but I mean, I like that. I think they get the job done. They've shown that they are the better team in this matchup. They just need to close games. They need to close games out. And I think that after the debacle we saw in the last game, that they will close this one out, and they will. Hopefully it won't come down to that, but I feel like even if it does come down to crunch time, I think they'll be more prepared. I think they'll have that sense of urgency, because I feel like they've just kind of been cruising through this series. But now that the Thunder did put up a game, I think they're gonna have that urgency. I think they come out. I think they win this one comfortably. I'm on the Rockets -3 as well.
And I don't think another thing in that too was that Harden was in foul trouble there towards the end of the game and then did foul out in overtime. Right. Don't see that happening this game. I think he's going to stay within himself, and I think he's going to have a great game, and I think the Rockets cover.
Yeah, no, I like that. Next one, we got Pacers and Heat. We've both been on the Heat quite a bit in this series, and for good reason. The Heat are up 3-0. I think they're definitely. I think they're going to close this one out. Like I said, I mentioned every time I talk about the Heat, I got that Heat future, and I'm loving it. To win the East at 10-1, I mean, I absolutely love that. And then I also, like I said, I sprinkled to win the championship at 30-1. And I really do think they have a chance to make the championship. I don't know about winning, but I mean, that 10-1 to win the East, I mean, I absolutely love that. Especially, I think they can handle the Bucks in the next round. I mean, I think it'll be a good series. I think it'll be a tight series, but I mean, I think they. There's no reason why they can't. I like the Heat to close this one out. I do want to I'm just going to take the first half -3.5. I think there's more value there. They've led every single first half in this series, and I think that they just come out hot. And that way we don't have to worry about that again, the backdoor cover.
The whole game now.
Right. So yeah, I'm taking the Miami Heat -3.5 first half.
Yeah, I'm on that exact line as well. The better first half team. They've covered all 3 games, but they've also covered all 3 first halves. They're a great first half team. They get into that set and they're hard. They're hard to beat. But I really like that. They came out firing last game and then gave up a little run in the third to get it back for Indy to get close again. But I really like that Heat -3.5 first half line too. I also got another one on this game. I am going to ride this again. I am going to ride Jimmy Butler making a 3 today. This line is just so hard for me.
All he wants in life is for Jimmy Butler to drain a 3 ball.
This line is so hard for me to get away from, man. It's at +120 again, and he's not going to go back-to-back games without making a 3. That's what I'm on. And he only shot 2 last game, and they both were right on the money. But he's got to make a 3, and it's going to be this game, and he's going to be a closeout series for Jimmy Butler. And I wouldn't be surprised if he makes 1 or 2, and then he makes that dagger at the end of the game. I wouldn't be shocked. So Jimmy Butler making a 1-3 today at +120. It's going to happen.
Sounds good. Last game on the card is Lakers-Blazers.
I got nothing. I'm going to stay away from this series again. I just don't know what Portland team's going to come out. I don't know if they're exhausted from all these games that they played or what. I also don't know what Lakers team's going to come out. I think obviously the Lakers win this series, but I'm staying away from these individual games. It's just a little too wishy-washy for me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was back and forth on this one. If you get that Blazers team that we saw in Game 1, it could be close, but I feel like the Lakers probably close it or, step on their throat and end this series. I'm not going to be taking it though. I mean, I just think, it could go either way, but I mean, the 7 points, maybe if it was in like the 5 range, I might be more interested in the Lakers, but yeah, no, I'm not on this one. So I mean, that's all I have for NBA. You want to move on to MLB?
Yep.
Let's do it. With the MLB records again, I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna pick some winners today. What's your first MLB bet that you have?
I got the Astros money line today against the Los Angeles Angels. Money line not -160, not too great. I'm done taking run lines. I just can't do it anymore. The Angels are 2-8 in their last 10. Offenses are struggling, but with Valdez on the mound for the Astros with a 1.72, and Sandoval on the mound for the Angels with a 5.4 and an 0-3 record, I think they should get it done. The Astros are back at home. I like this line. Astros are the better team.
Yeah, no, that definitely sounds good. My first bet is I got Reds money line -135. You got Trevor Bauer on the hill. You got a .68 ERA, 0.56 WHIP. Brett Anderson for pitching for the Brewers is solid. I mean, he's a good pitcher. I wouldn't call him an ace, but he's out there. He does his job. I think this pitching advantage is too big to pass up. Both these teams are I think they're both 11 and 15, so they're about to they've both been struggling, but No, I just think we have a massive pitching advantage, and I'm willing to lay the minus 135 with the Reds. So that's gonna be my first bet. What else do you have for MLB?
Did the Brewers just get swept, or did they lose 2 or 3 to the Pirates?
I know they definitely lost at least 2 or 3. I think maybe they won one, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the Pirates are trash. Brewers are not playing well. And
advantage. Yeah,
I'll be surprised if they get a hit today. I mean, Trevor Bauer is absolutely dominating out there, and the Brewers' bats are just not it. But yeah, I like that minus 135 on the Reds.
I got my next game is the Twins money line. I'm fading these Indians today. I've been betting the Tribe the past couple games, and it's a really close one. It's going to be a pitcher's duel. You got Maeda on the mound for the Twins, and he threw great last game. And you got Savali on the mound for the Tribe. It's going to be a pitcher's duel. I expect a low scoring game, but I think the Twins put up some runs and have better support with Maeda, and Cleveland lost 2 or 3 to Detroit, so they're a little bit on the slide. And I just like the Twins money line at minus 109 here.
Yeah, no, that's a solid line. I like that as well. My next bet, I'm going back to the first 5 under. I mean, that's just I love that. I love that, man. I got the first 5 under 4.5 in the Royals and the Cardinals game.
Okay.
We got Keller versus Flaherty. Keller has given up 0 runs over 18 innings to start the season. He's been pitching really well. He's given up a couple hits every game, but he hasn't given up a single run yet. I mean, all 3 of his starts have been around 6 innings, 0 runs. So, I mean, give me that today, and we're looking good. And then Flaherty, I really think Flaherty he's a good pitcher. I think he's underrated. He has a 3.12 ERA, and I think he's just really dominant when he's on. And I'm hoping he'll be on today. If he's not on today and he gives up 5 runs in the first 5, it is what it is. But I think this one has a good chance of hitting with two solid pitchers on the mound. And I mean, both teams can hit a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, I'll be taking first 5 under 4.5 in that game at minus 115.
Got it. You have anybody else in the MLB today?
No, that's all I have.
I have one more MLB play today. It's a 3-game slate for me. I got the last game of the night with the Rockies and D-backs over 9.5 runs. 9.5 is a little high, and it kind of screwed me yesterday. But the first time these two played, it was in Colorado, I will admit. First time these two played, they didn't score anything under 15 runs combined. And two of those 3 games were 20 runs. So, both of them have lost 5 in a row, I think. They're both not playing great. You got starters on the mound that are just okay. I think each team can hit a few off of them, and then their bullpens are not anything special in this game. So I expect the bats to be flying here. I hope to see 10 runs in the first 3 innings, not 8. And I don't have to split it. But last game of the night, 9-something my time. I got the D-backs and the Rockies over 9.5 at minus 110.
Sounds good. We'll move on to these NHL games. I think there's just a couple today. You got what is it?
Stars Avalanche, and then the Flyers, the Flyers Islanders.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start us off. I mean, you'll probably be on it as well, but I'm taking the Flyers first game. I just think, again, I have the Flyers future. I don't need to bet these games because I already have a betting interest, but I still feel like there's value on this game. I feel like the Flyers are the better team. Both teams have been hot since the restart, but I think the Flyers are just I think they're the best team in the NHL, and I think they had a hiccup or two against in the last series, but I think the Flyers are the better squad. They've been the better squad all season, and I think they get game 1. I think they start out hot. I don't think they let this Islanders team get a game. I think they get this win pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I like that too. I got the Flyers money line at minus 120. Montreal played us tough. They played us really tough. And I think the Islanders are going to do the exact same. But the Flyers are the better team on paper, all around, defense, offense, all around. And we have the better goalie in the series. Carter Hart has been playing great. He had a couple, fluke goals here and there, but he's been great. And in a low-scoring game, which I think it has the chance to be, I really like our advantage. Flyers got to take advantage of their shots on goal. Islanders don't allow many, so when they get it there, they got to score. They can't let them hang around. But The Flyers, I like you said, minus 120. I think this should be in the minus 140, minus 150 range. I think the Islanders are hang around, but at minus 120, I'm taking the Flyers money line.
Right. I like that. Do you have any plays on the other game?
I do. I went back to the well here. I this crushed last game the Stars Avalanche over 5.5 again. Last game I think it was just over even. This game it's just under at minus 107. You got two teams averaging over 3 goals in the bubble. 8 goals. 8 goals in game one. I mean that's hard to ignore. Stars with 22 goals in their last 4 games, and the Avalanche with 19 in their last 4. It's just a high scoring affair. I expect another 5-4, 5-4 game, but over 5.5 in that game definitely.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, I don't have no esports for today. The ESL tournament is taking a break on Monday, so they'll be back tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll have some action tomorrow. I do, however, have my first tennis bets of the show. I'm a big. I love betting tennis.
Yes, I know you do.
I think there's definitely some value. Today I'll be taking. I have one women's and one men's match. My men's match, I'll be taking Milos Raonic minus 150 against Daniel Evans. Evans surprised in the first round. He got a win. I definitely think that Milos Raonic is going to be a problem for him. I don't think Milos Raonic is one of the best servers on tour. The man hits absolute bombs. I mean, you don't break his serve. I mean, maybe if you get lucky, you might get a couple break points in each set. But I mean, if you don't convert those, you're not breaking the man's serve. I think Evans is going to have a ton of trouble trying to break that serve. I think Raonic might have trouble as well, but I just think the serve advantage for Raonic is just too big. I think Raonic wins this one comfortably, and I'm going to get I thought about the spread, but I'm taking Milos Raonic money line minus 150 as my first official tennis bet. The second match I have Naomi Osaka, who is, I mean, she has been one of the best. She's one of the young stars. Hasn't had the hottest start to 2020. I mean, she hasn't really. I mean, the end of 2019, she was the best player on tour, and it wasn't even close. She's played a couple tournaments, lost early in the rounds, but I just think, I mean, she's playing Karolina Muchova. If we see the class, if we see the best Naomi Osaka, this will be 6-1, 6-1. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be a closer match. I think it should go 2 sets. I don't think it should go more than that. I think Osaka should handle her business. But I could see it going 3, and that's why I'll be taking Naomi Osaka money line at minus 130. I think the value on I think the value on Osaka is there. If she plays anywhere near her potential, this one will be over when it starts. So yeah, no, those are my 2 tennis bets. I like them. Hopefully start off hot in that sport. You have anything else you want to go ahead and get on to that time?
It's about that time, man. It statistically, as you will see, has not been the best.
Get your fade out. Get ready to fade. No. We're about to hit. I hope people fade us. I hope people fade us because they're gonna lose so much money because we're gonna start hitting these things, man.
This is a new week. I see it. We got 7. We got 7 days till next month. This is a 6-1, 5-2 type week. Maybe even a 7-0 type week. Yeah. I love my best bet today, man.
Okay.
I am going back to soccer, man. This is 3 days in a row. This is the 3rd day in a row. This is not, not statistically my sport. But in the MLS today, we got the Columbus Crew. They're gonna absolutely womp on New York City Football Club. This game. It's not going to be close. And when you got the Columbus Crew money line at plus 180, you look at the statistics all around. They're the hottest team in the MLS right now. New York City Football Club's 0-2-5, and they're garbage. Columbus Crew, their goal differential is plus 11. You got New York City Football Club at minus 5 goal differential. They've scored, I think, 2 goals this year. 2 goals. Columbus Crew has allowed 1 goal this year in all of their games. So New York City Football Club is not going to score. Columbus is at least 2 or 3 goals. This line at plus 180 is just disgusting. I want to vomit. Columbus Crew today are going to get it done.
Money line.
Yes.
Columbus Crew money line. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, we'll go ahead. Hope that one cashes for you.
Yep.
My best bet is a game that we've already talked about. I love the Houston Astros today. Um, I feel like the Houston Astros are just the much better team. You're getting Framber Valdez, like you already mentioned,
Yeah.
1.72 ERA. I mean, I think he's going to do well. And like I said, I just think the Astros. I mean, they played the Padres, and the Padres are one of the hottest teams in the league. But before that, they were playing well. I think they had won like 8 in a row or something ridiculous. So I think the Houston Astros get this one done. I think it'll be fairly comfortable. I got that one at minus 150. So I mean, yeah. So my official best bet of the day is the Houston Astros money line minus 150.
Yep. My official bet of the day is the Columbus Crew money line over the New York City Football Club at plus 180. Let's get it.
All right. Let's cash some tickets today, man. It's a new week.
Yep.
Let's stick it to them, man. We're gonna get in the green this week.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, my man.
All right. I'll see you.
Later.